Greetings, dwellers of the internet. My name is TechNiVolt, and today I'm going to teach you how to build an atmospheric airplane, not a space plane. I'll get to that as soon as I learn how to build one. I haven't actually. But yes, let's get building. So we're going to want to start off with a good cockpit, which I usually use the Mark 1 cockpit, which is aerodynamic, and yep, you have good you have a good field of view inside. Next, we're going to want to use fuel. No, not use fuel. Get fuel. So we're going to get 2 of those Mark 1 fuel containers. Or instead of clicking and dragging out, just like I did, you could hold Alt and then click on the part you want to duplicate, and you'll get 1 more of those to place somewhere. Then tail. Obviously, I chose the what's it called? The elevated tail, raised tail. Next we're going to want wings, so I decided to go with wings that sit on top of the aircraft. So you just put them on top, then use your WSAD and QE keys to orient them to how you want them. Yep, wings as you can see. Yep, just admiring those wings. No, this is not in real time. I am recording this as a narration with a new headset, which is pretty nice actually. Next, we're going to want to add a tail. So tail is there. Oh, and I forgot to mention, your center of lift should be slightly above and behind your center of mass, just like how it is right now, except usually slightly closer to the center of mass. We're going to make the wings slightly longer so it can carry like a good size. Well, so it can carry its own weight with engines, which I'm going to put 2 on later. Next, we're going to want control surfaces. So mirror the control surfaces, put them on each wing, just like that. And yes, I decided to make this a Canard designed aircraft, Canard type aircraft, sorry. So I moved the main wings back, and then I'm going to put Canards, not those are way too big, Canards or small wings in the front that will help with maneuverability and other stuff like that. I feel like I'm breathing on the microphone. A little lower. There you go. Put control surfaces on these Canards. Not getting it. Now we're going to put engines. Those are pre-coolers, which they have air intakes on them already. We're also going to use the subsonic engines just for test purposes, test for tutorial purposes. Next will be the landing gear. Front landing gear, obviously you know where that goes in the front. The rear landing gear, a lot of people I've seen on YouTube, famous people that play Kerbal Space Program as Let's Plays, they don't know where to put the landing gear, so they put it all the way in the back. It actually works best if you put it slightly behind the center of mass, as you see right now. So in that way, when you take off, the landing gear is going to be like a fulcrum, and you're just gonna not even have to fight the weight of the aircraft in the front. You just go right up. And I'm using adjustable landing gear. As you can see, I was adjusting it there. My computer lags tremendously when trying to adjust it for some reason. Next, I believe I add another air intake, or not another, air intakes to the front of the pre-coolers, just so I can get more air to the engines. Right now I'm strutting the wings together. This will make them stronger, and for like small aircraft that can do high G, high speed turns, those will keep the wings together, and slightly stiffer, which kind of is a good thing if you want really sharp turns. For a larger aircraft, just keeps the wings together. Right here, I'm putting on landing lights, the Mark II landing lights. Those will illuminate the ground. So if your computer is like mine, and you have to turn the textures and whatnot almost all the way down, if not all the way down, to be able to run it. The landing lights, the lights will help tell you how you are from the ground. So like those lights I just put on, they will get brighter the closer you get to the ground. then at around 10-15 meters it will cut out. So you'll know how high you are when those cut out, which is 10-15 meters. Right now I'm adding generators. I forgot they're called for a moment, sorry. Those will keep your plane supplied with electricity as long as it's idle or the engines are cut, or you run out of fuel somewhere and you need electricity to help guide you back down. Right now I'm putting on air brakes. These air brakes on the top, and if you put one on the bottom if your airplane is tall enough, they will help you with your maneuverability since those are control surfaces. And also the air brakes are obviously good if you need to slow down if you're overheating or something. And this is your long loading screen. This is the average wait time that I have to wait. So it gets really annoying. Yeah. Anyone know any good jokes? At all? It's in my microphone. Nope. Okay. We have loaded, as you can tell. And we are going to, first thing I usually do is cut the engine, we'll cut the throttle and put the SAS on by hitting T. Then hit space to activate the engines, and then throttle up. That will get you going in a straight line for the most part, unless you have one type of engine on one side and another type on another side, which I've tried that. It's really hard to fly those. Right now, since its wings are so large compared to the rest of the airplane's body size, it takes off really quick, so it has an STOL, a short takeoff landing capability, and also has, because of all of its control surfaces, it has, and they all act like elevators, it can turn in a decently sharp area, except for its roll rate. Since it has wide wings, the roll rate could be better. People are walking really loud outside right now. That was a low pass for no reason. I have no idea how low that was. I know it was under 10 meters. Dad, go away. I'm recording. Dad, go away. I'm recording. And if you want to fly like me, just don't try to fly like me, because stuff like this will happen. And the game will crash. And my dad will probably walk in while I'm trying to record a narration. Yeah. Right now, I decided to build a larger aircraft to show you guys how not to build it. The main problem with this is its wings weren't big enough for the size of the actual aircraft. And yes, I did tell my dad that I was recording earlier. I don't think he noticed. And yes, I did speed this up if you guys are wondering. I keep hitting with the microphone. Control surfaces, obviously yes. And I just decided to make that slanted for aesthetics. And vertical stabilizers, slanted, kind of makes the idea of vertical stabilizers work less. I decided not to use those wings because those were too small anyways, so I decided to build my own using these slanted wing pieces. I had no idea what I was going to do here, so I just decided to flatten out those last two pieces like that. And then I go in and strut them together for strength. And then I break the strut on accident by moving a different piece. And more struts. Why is it really loud in our house right now for some reason? Right outside, there's only 3 people here, me, my dad, and my brother. For some reason it's really loud. Okay, put under wing pods, engine pods with subsonic engines. Probably should have used supersonic ones. Don't know why I put the landing gear up there. But I did put I did use the larger landing gear, put them in the correct place, and lowered. Even lower. They actually weren't low enough, so the whole thing ended up tilting backwards slightly. Alright, here you go, first flight. What the heck is hitting my chin? Sorry, hit the microphone. First flight, throttle up, everybody's alive, and this thing accelerates really slowly. The engines are underpowered for its size, and also, if you could tell from that shot, its wings are too small. Alright, there is the rotation, and right there, that's when the wheels leave the ground. And it's on full throttle, and then I let go of S, which is pull back, for about a quarter of a second, and it goes back down and touches the runway. So that's the main problem with that, is the wings still were too small. You can tell. How many times have I said that? Alright, this is pulling back. That was pulling back on maximum pulling back. Yeah, not gaining speed, not pulling back, well, not being able to rotate any farther. This is level-ish flight. Yeah, it's about as level as I could get while still climbing. Alright, then the very scary, insanely long turn time. I'm pulling up as much as possible while trying to turn. And yeah, we get nowhere fast. So I'm guessing that, like, if I do fix the wings on this, we'll give them a little bit more lift if I do that, and probably B9 updates so I could have the better engines. Then this would be good for long-range passenger ferrying. I don't know how many people that could carry, but yeah, because I forgot to check. Alright, I accidentally throttled down all the way, and then I kinda realized that it's not really gonna make it, so I throttled up when I was in the cockpit view to give it a little bit more of a boost. I throttled up here also because why not? So there's a flare right before landing, and right there is touchdown. It's a really nice landing actually for such a poorly flying plane. And yes, happy ending for that. So if you like that video, please be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and share this channel, because I'd like, well, yeah, because you viewers are awesome. I love you. So yeah, fly sober. Hopefully you learned something from this. Have a nice day. I mixed up that ending. Whatever. See ya.